Hello everyone, Jason Wang, Century 21, the Harrelson Group here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Today I've got some notes on FEMA zones and what they mean to you as a potential home buyer here along the Grand Strand. FEMA, or Federal Emergency Management Agency, has designed maps to study or to gauge the chances of flooding based on historical events and data within the area. Now, these maps are always changing, usually year to year, based on new data and new occurrences, so it's really important that you take a look at these each year as either a potential home buyer or as a current home buyer who wants to stay on track with what's happening. What I'm going to do today is just go through the different zones and give you guys a brief idea, and then below I'll tag a link where you guys can actually look at the map and see where you stand based on your property or based on a property that you're looking to purchase. So to start off, Zone D means that the risk is unknown as the land in that area has not been studied yet, but flooding is possible. Now, Zone X and C, homes in these areas are at the lowest recorded risk, so they are considered above or outside the 500-year flood level with a 0.2% chance of occurring in any year. Zone B is designation for moderate flood risk. These areas are considered to be between the 100-year, 1% chance of occurring in any year, and 500-year flood levels. They include shallow flood areas that have an average of less than a foot of water. Now, Zone A, AE, A130, and AH. These areas have a 1% chance of flooding. AH alone has an average water depth of 1 to 3 feet. So Zone AO are areas at risk of flooding from a river or a stream. They have a 26% chance of flooding over the course of a 30-year mortgage. Zone F, or Zone V, VE, and V1 through V30 are considered high-risk zones and include the first row of beachfront property. Like the A zones, these areas have a 1% or greater chance of annual flooding and a 26% chance of flooding over the course of a 30-year mortgage, but with greater increased risk of flooding and additional hazard associated with storm waves. So for properties in the high-risk zones, it is actually required by federal law that you purchase flood insurance through an insurance agent before closing on a property. So you are required to purchase insurance in these high-risk areas. And a lot of this information can be found on tax records and different resources that are online that either your agent or some other real estate resource you're working with will have access to. And another thing to consider as well is that when it comes to owning a property in a high-risk area, there's actually FEMA flood zones that FEMA has gone in and offered to buy out your property for a certain price, and they're just going to basically bulldoze the property and turn it into a wetland zone. And so having information at your access, being able to look into this, look at the maps, will allow you to be able to understand if a property is right for you, as well as what a potential solution is if you already own a property in a FEMA flood zone. So like I said before, below I'm going to attach the links to the different maps that you guys can look at. If you have any questions about FEMA flood zones, what type of properties are where, and you want to really gauge the investment that you're about to make, don't hesitate to give me a call. My phone number is 843-655-2249, and my direct email is c21.jasonwang@gmail.com. Thanks for watching this short video, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.